Hi, hello, namaste. A very warm welcome to Bio Classes. In the previous class, we completed the Fabaceae family. The first one is the Liliaceae family we completed, and the next one the Fabaceae family. And today, let us look into the last family of this chapter, that is the Solanaceae family. So majorly we are given with the three families, and one more family already we are given for different kinds of terms in this chapter. That is first one, Brassicaceae family. First we observed Brassicaceae family. Next one, Liliaceae family. In the previous class we observed Fabaceae family, and then this one is the Solanaceae family. So whatever the family we are studying, or whatever the plant we are studying, so we need to focus on two kind of characters. The first one is the vegetative characters, and next one is the floral characters. And regarding the floral characters, we are having two diagrammatic representation and one formula we are having. Floral diagram and floral formula. And here, floral formula, it is a peculiar for particular family. ಪ್ರತಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇರೋದಂತ. So we observed the floral formula of Brassicaceae family, first one. We observed the floral formula and a diagram for Liliaceae family as well as Fabaceae family. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು Liliaceae family ಬಂದಾಗ Fabaceae family ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿತ್ತು. Liliaceae family it is commonly called as the lily family. Fabaceae family it is also called as pea family. And here Liliaceae family that is one monocot family, first one, and a Fabaceae family that is a dicot family. And today let us focus on another dicot family, that is in the angiosperm, that is Solanaceae family, the third major family. Yes. Which family we are talking about? Solanaceae family. And this is also one major family. And one more thing, in most of our Indian cultivation, in most of our Indian farming, we can cultivate most of the Solanaceae crops. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಕೃಷಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇನು ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಾಯಿಪಲ್ಲೆ ಅಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೆಳಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಾಯಿಪಲ್ಲೆಗಳು ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು Solanaceae family. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. And this Solanaceae family it is also called as potato family. Solanaceae family it is also called as potato family. That means the major plant or the major crop that we are cultivating, the major plant of this family is potato, and the scientific name of potato is Tuberum solanosum. The scientific name of this potato is and one more thing. If we consider this the potato family, under which condition we are studying about? Yes. And here the scientific name of potato is Solanum tuberosum. That means this family is having so many genera, that means so many genus. So the famous genus is Solanum. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ Solanum ಅಂತ genus ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And here if we consider this Solanaceae family, it is one dicot family. That means the plants present in this family are dicot plants. That means if we consider the seeds of this family, those seeds will be having two cotyledons, dicot. So Liliaceae monocot, Fabaceae dicot, and this Solanaceae also dicot here. And actually it is one large family. So here if we consider the total number of species of this particular family, totally here we can see more than 2000 species. How many species? More than 2000 species are present in this family, and out of these species in our India 90 species we are growing. 90 species are present are cultivating in India. Cultivating are normally growing. ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು ತಂತಾನೆ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ 90 species. That means 90 different types of plants belonging to the Solanaceae family are growing in India. ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Right? And here, if we consider, it's a distribution. Where we can observe this kind of organisms. So here, this organism, it's a habitat. It's a habitat and a vasasthan distribution consider ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So the plants belonging to this Solanaceae family, they are distributed. So these plants are distributed in tropic region and temperate region. Tropic and temperate region of our earth. In our globe, so many countries are there here, and we can divide the total globe into tropic region, temperate region, polar region, subtropic, subtemperate, like that here. Say for example, if we consider this is as a globe, and the central line of this globe, we will call it as an equatorial line, samabhajaka vrutta anta ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And here we are going to observe the polar region. What kind of region? Polar regions, dhruva pradeshagalu, right? And next we have divided the globe after this equatorial line, that side and this side. We have divided the total zones into tropic and temperate regions, right? So here this position is a tropic, this region is a tropic, and this region is temperate, right? ಉಷ್ಣವಲಯ ಸಮಶೀತೋಷ್ಣವಲಯ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. So in a tropic region and a subtropic, temperate region, in a tropic and a temperate, whatever countries are present in this region, so many countries are present. In all those countries we are growing or we are cultivating the plants belonging to Solanaceae family. Simple example, in the Solanaceae best example is potato. Potato ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಿಬಹುದು? We can grow potato in our country, in our surrounding countries. That means in Asia continent we will grow the potato. Not only in Asia, in American continent also we are growing potato. In Australian continent also we are growing the potato. That means in many countries belong present in these regions, we are growing the plants of Solanaceae family. So those are growing there. That means their distribution is large. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹರಡಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ. And here in this one there is one genus, Solanum genus. What is the genus name? Solanum genus. This genus only having about 1500 different species, different kinds of plants. That means 1500 different kinds of plants present in just one genus. What actually genus is? It is a group of similar species. Species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, kingdom. We are having stages. And here the family means it is a group of genera, group of genus. So in this family, so many genera are present, so many genus are present. There one famous genus is Solanum. ಇದು ಒಂದೇ genus ನಲ್ಲಿ 1500 ತರ different plants ಇದಾವೆ. But here totally how many species are present? More than 2000. There among 1500 species are present in this genus only, Solanum. Right? Yes. Now let me come to the characters. First we need to consider vegetative characters and the next one floral characters. Let me start with the vegetative characters. Yes, vegetative characters present the plants of this family. Let me consider the first one. Mostly these plants are herbs. Most of these plants are herbs. Already you know what herbs are, what shrubs are, what trees are. So most of these plants are herbs, and shrubs are also present, and Here we can observe trees. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿದಲ್ಲಿ, but small trees. So here trees are small. We can observe the small trees, right? And next if we consider the stem of these plants. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗಳ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. And one more thing, here plants distribution is vast. It is distributed in a total entire regions here. Tropic, temperate region, subtemperate, tropic, ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀಸನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Stems we can observe in a different forms. So here what kind of stem nature is present here? Stem nature, here stem may be herbaceous. That means herb plants. In herb plants usually stem will be weak, stem will be soft. And the herbs ಬಳ್ಳಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಬಳ್ಳಿಗಳ stem ನಾವು herbaceous stem ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. One thing. And here stem may be rarely woody. In some cases stem may be woody. Woody means, so here from the stem of these plants we can get a more quantity of wood and helps in the preparation of furnitures. ಯಾವುದು ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವುಡ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Why? Because stem will be thin, soft. If really it will be woody and stem will be aerial erect. Stem will be aerial erect. So what it indicates? Illi baro stem. So we are having two kinds of stem, underground stem and aerial stem. Movement horgade bandira stem. And in most of the cases, this stem will be erect and straight away. Erect stem. And one more thing, the stem will be cylindrical. The stem will be cylindrical and hollow. In some cases, stem will be cylindrical and hollow. Cylindrical, already you know. Cylindrical, stem will be cylindrical. That means water supplying pipe, it will be cylindrical in nature. Cylindrical. So stem will be like that, cylindrical, and stem will be hollow. Hollow on the tollage, just like bamboo stem. So the stem of that bamboo inside it is hollow, tollage. The stem may be like that. Illi kuda stem ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. Or the stem may be solid. ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಟೊಳ್ಳಾಗಿರೋದ್ರೆ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. May be hollow, may be solid. And here the stem may be branched. So that is the thing here. Stem will be having branches. ಕೊಂಬೆಗಳು ಬರಬಹುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ plants ನ stem ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. So it might be having branches and stem may be hairy. What is the nature here? Stem may be hairy. That means if this is the stem means this stem will be having presence of hairs. And the hairs present on the stem we will call them as a trichomes. Stem hairs also called as a trichomes. So ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಹೇಳಿ already. In case of sunflower stem, ಸೂರ್ಯಕಾಂತಿಯ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ತರ ಹೇರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. On the stem there may be hair like structure, trichomes. That means stem may be hairy or stem may not be hairy. ಅಥವಾ ಈ ತರ ಹೇರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೇರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ trichomes ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Sometimes some of the stems may not have such kind of structure. So that condition we will call it as glabrous. Stem may be glabrous. Ide just tell you. Bidur. So bidur stem ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ನೀರಿನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. That will be very shining and very neat here. So such kind of stem also present, glabrous stem. That means we can have different conditions in case of the stem of this family. Esto conditions are ನೋಡಬಹುದು. Right? And if we consider next one, leaves. So what kind of leaves are present here? Leaves of this family. So the first one, if we consider phyllotaxy. So here leaves are showing alternate phyllotaxy. Three kinds of phyllotaxis: alternate, opposite, whorled. Here The leaves are showing alternate phyllotaxis. Say for example, if this is the stem is, at each node there is one leaf. That means alternate phyllotaxis. Suppose each node is having two leaves means opposite phyllotaxis. But here alternate phyllotaxis is present, and most of the cases the plants are having simple leaves. Of course, compound leaves are also present, but in most of the cases plants are having simple leaves. Suppose if the plants are having compound leaves, ಇಲ್ಲಿ compound leaves ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು pinnately compound leaves ಇರುತ್ತೆ. What type of compound leaves? Pinnately compound leaves. Neem plant, ಬೇವಿನ ಗಿಡದ ಎಲೆಗಳು pinnately compound leaves. Such kind of leaves condition may be present here. And here leaves are X-stipulant. That means stipulant is absent. Leaves are X-stipulant. So last class ದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ stipulant ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ 11 days ನಲ್ಲಿ. And the next one, already I have told you, this family belongs to dicot. Dichotic ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ leaves ನಲ್ಲಿ ವೆನಿಷನ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Parallel or reticulate? Yes, leaves are having reticulate venation. Which venation? Reticulate venation. Right? So this is the regarding the leaves condition in case of this family. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ conditions ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Let me consider the major second one. Floral characters. That means flower characters, flowers related characters. Then let me consider first one, inflorescence. Yes, which? Suppose if the plants present in this family, if those are having the inflorescence condition, then what kind of inflorescence we can see here? So here usually we can see cymose inflorescence. What kind of inflorescence? Cymose inflorescence. Acropetal order or basipetal order? Yes, basipetal order of arrangement of flowers. So that is the cymose inflorescence. Or some of the plants present in this family will be having single flowers on one floral axis or one pedicel. Otherwise, only flower. Then that means here solitary condition may be present. Flowers are solitary. But inflorescence is little. Okay. Let me consider the next one. Flower characters. First one is inflorescence, next one flower. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ plants ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ flower ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? So here flowers are what kind of condition this is? Unisexual or bisexual? Yes, the flowers are bisexual, and flower is the flowers present in this plant. Those are what kind of symmetry? The symbol in it. Yes, this symbol belongs to actinomorphic condition. So flowers are bisexual and actinomorphic, right? And in the flower, let us consider whorls step by step. Outermost whorl to innermost whorl. What is the outermost whorl? Yes, calyx, next corolla, next androecium, next gynoecium. Let us consider calyx. Calyx. What is the symbol for calyx? K. Calyx means what? Group of sepals. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನ ನೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಇದೇ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹೊಸ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ತಲೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. Calyx. Let us consider calyx. So here I will write it as K 5 and that is in the bracket. What does this mean? K means calyx. Calyx means group of sepals. That means outermost one. How many sepals? 5 sepals, and all the sepals are fused, putkondirare. Hence in the bracket. See here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of these are the sepals. Total we are having 5 sepals. And here sepals are fused. ಈ ಮಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಏನೋ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೆಪಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕೂಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಪಲ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಪಲ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಪಲ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಪಲ್. And if the sepals are fused, what is that condition? Gamocephalous. That condition is gamocephalous. 5 sepals are fused. Gamocephalous condition here. Yes, that is the first one here. And in most of the cases, so here sepals are persistent. And keep this thing in your mind. Sepals are persistent. One thing. Flower will be converted into fruit after the double fertilization. Flower becomes fruit after the double fertilization. But the fruit actually formed by the ovary. Fruit actually formed by the ovary. But the flower is not just having ovary, it is having other parts. It is having sepals, petals, endoecium, and in the gynoecium it is having the stigma, style and ovary. But the total flower dalli ovary matra fruit aitu. Uldi parts ಏನು ಆಗ್ತವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ all the parts will be degenerated. All parts will udri hogtave. That means sepals are also fallen down when the flower get converted into fruit. But ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ sepals ಹಾಗೆ ಇರ್ತವೆ, fruit ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ. In some of the cases sepals will be as it is even after formation of the fruit. And such kind of condition we will call as persistent calyx. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Persistent calyx. And persistent calyx condition we can observe in case of tomato. Tomato ದಲ್ಲಿ sepals hange irtave. In case of chili, ಮೆಣಸಿನಕಾಯಿ, sepals are as it is even after formation of the fruit. In the case of brinjal, sepals are as it is. Tomato, brinjal, chili, all these are belong to this family, right? So sepals are persistent. And sepals are showing valvate estivation. What kind of estivation? Valvate estivation. ಇಲ್ಲಿ sepals ಗಳು overlap ಆಗಿವೆ. First sepal is not overlapped with second petal. Second petal not overlapped with the third petal. Here just sepals are touching each other. ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು touch ಆಗ್ತವೆ, fused. That is valvate estivation here. Okay. What is the next one? After the calyx, next one more is corolla. Corolla means a group of petals. So here 5 sepals and 5 petals inside. Here 5 petals are present here. That means C5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 petals are present. But here also petals are also fused. This is back. Petals are also fused. And a fused petal condition we will call it as gamopetalous. What we will call it as gamopetalous. This is gamocephalous and this is gamopetalous. That means I will keep the bracket for this part. Gamopetalous condition. Right? And the next one, these are also same as it is. ಇಲ್ಲಿ calyx ಆಗಿದ್ರು, corolla ಕೂಡ arrangement ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ estivation? Valvate estivation. Here this is also showing valvate estivation. Okay. After that, calyx, corolla, and next one is endoecium. Group of stamens or whorl of stamens, male reproductive part, endoecium. Observe here. Stamens, all these are stamens. How many stamens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stamens we are having. And arrangement is, of course, stamen is a dithecus. ಈ ತರ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈಥೆಕಸ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹೌದಾ? ಆಂಥರ್ ಡೈಥೆಕಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೆಮೆನ್ ಎರಡು ಪೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕೂಡೋ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಂತೆ. That means when the two petals are joining, at the junction we can see the anther. ಈ ಆಂಥರ್ ಎರಡು ಪೆಟಲ್ ಗಳು ಕೂಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಂತ. So that means here stamen is attached to petal. Stamen is attached to petal. A condition is epipetalous. Here stamen condition is epipetalous, right? So let me consider here endoecium also That is, stamens are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stamens are present. But thing is, stamens are not fused. One stamen is not fused with another stamen. That means stamens are free. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. But thing is, stamen is attached to petals. Stamens are attached to petal. So that condition we will call it as epipetalous. The condition is epipetalous. Epipetalous one symbol ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ. The symbol for epipetalous is C means corolla, A means androecium. Both are connected by one curve. This condition is epipetalous. That means androecium is attached to corolla. ಕೂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು attachment ಆಗಿರೋದು. So epipetalous. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ C ಬಂದಾಗ P ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ P to A correction. That is epipylus. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್? Yes, in the case of Liliaceae. But here epipetalous condition is present. Right? Okay. Now let me consider last innermost one, gynoecium. First one, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. This central part, gynoecium. Right? So here, gynoecium is usually bicarpellary. Keep one thing in your mind. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಪೆಲ್ ಎರಡು ಓವರ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾರ್ಪೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಮಿಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಓವರೀಸ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ bicarpellary. The condition is bicarpellary. Imagine from this point, this is one carpel, this side one carpel, and this side one carpel. That means two carpels are present here. Two carpels means bicarpellary. Bicarpellary. Okay, I'll write it as bicarpellary, and both the carpels are fused. That means syncarpus. Bicarpellary, syncarpus. Separate agreement. Apocarpus. Here this is bicarpellary, syncarpus. Right? And the next one. Here ovals are many. Usually ovals are many, and one more thing, two locules are present here. This side, this is one locule. This side one locule. Khali space ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. Two locules are present here. Bilocular. So this condition is bilocular. Bilocular, and many ovals are present. That means if this ovary get converted into fruit, means that fruit will be having many ovals. That means multi-ovulate. So this is multi-ovulate. And one more interesting thing. Here placenta is present. This is the placenta, the center part. And here the placenta present at the center and it is swallowed. The placenta is swallowed to be there. And to the placenta here the ovals have been attached. And here this kind of placentation we will consider as axial placentation. Delta placentation, axial placentation. So here is the placenta. Placenta is ovals attachment. Arrangement of ovals inside the seed on the placenta we will call it as placentation. We observed 5 kinds of placentation: marginal placentation, precentral placentation, axial placentation, parietal placentation, and basal placentation. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ placentation ಯಾವುದು? Axial placentation. Right? And here ovary is superior. Ovary is superior. So superior ovary. That means which condition? Hypogynous, perigynous, or epigynous? So here ovary is superior. Superior ovary means we will mention the symbol like this. G I'll carry around bar. Ovary is superior. So this is conditions present in gynoecium. Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. 4 valves of the flower over. That means floral characters. This to know the floral characters. Here flowers are characters of the. Yes. Then here flower get converted into fruit. ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವಂತ ಒಂದು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. Solanaceae family means it is also called as potato. Potato is a famous one. Whether potato is a fruit, potato tuber, now in think of potato tuber, whether that is fruit, what it is? Yes, that is a modified stem. Potato is a modified stem, but its fruit is different. And the illi baro family of fruit condition ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ, the nature of fruit. So here usually fruits are berries. ಎಂತ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಇರೋದು? ಬೆರಿ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸಾರಿ, ಬೆರಿ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ? ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೆರಿ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅ ಡ್ರೈ ಫ್ರೂಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ಲೆಶಿ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡ್ರೈ ಫ್ರೂಟ್. ನಾವು ಎರಡು ತರ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್, ಆ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಒಳಗಿನ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ. So here usually many seeds are present here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Right? Yes. Let me consider regarding this floral diagram, floral formula majorly. Let us consider floral formula. Yes. Let us consider floral formula. The first one, when we are writing the floral formula, first we need to consider the symmetry condition. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. So regarding the symmetry, already I mentioned in the circle plus actinomorphic or zygomorphic. Yes, this condition is actinomorphic. Yes. First one. Then flowers are unisexual or bisexual? Yes, flowers are bisexual. Okay, whether bracts is present? No, it is e-bracted. Bract irodu. Bracted is the first condition hakodidvi. But here flowers are e-bracted. Okay, symmetric condition over, flower sexuality condition over. Next one, flower bulbs. Like the right, these calyx. K5 and that is in bracket. So that is Democephalus. Next one, corolla. C5 and that is also in bracket. That is Demopetalus. Next one, Androecium, that is also 5. But Androecium is connected to corolla. That is Epipetalus condition. Right? And the next one, Gynoecium, and over is superior. How many carpels are present? 2 carpels, bicarpellary, but both the carpels are fused. That means in the bracket. So this is considered to be the floral formula of which family? Solanaceae family. Our family of floral formula. ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಫ್ಲೋರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ತಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಎಲಾಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಎಲಾಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ವಿಸ್ತಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But keep this formula in your mind, measure. Right? Economic importance. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ? Economic importance of the plants present in this family. First one, I already did. Let us discuss a few of the examples. Potato, brinjal, tomato, then the chili. All these are coming under this family. Potato, tomato, brinjal, the badanekai, chili, ಮೆಣಸಿನಕಾಯಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. That means majority of these plants present in this family, those are the best food source. So that is the first thing. And the second thing, first one is food source, and the second one, these plants are having a medicinal values. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರೋದಂತ. And if you consider for that one, belladonna, one plant is there, belladonna plant, and one more ashwagandha. Ashwagandha plant is coming in this family. That is the major one. Major using a medicinal plant in Ayurveda case of. Ayurveda ashwagandha plant ಅನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಶ್ವಗಂಧ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ರಸನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಪವರ್ ವೆಲ್, ಫಾರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಮಿನಾ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಮಿನಾ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಶ್ವಗಂಧ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. And one more, these plants can be used as ornamental plants. These are having ornamental values. ಅಲಂಕಾರಿಕ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇದಾವೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. And for that one the best example, pituli, that plant is used as a ornamental plant. And one more region here, some of the plants present in this family can be used as a fumigatory plants. That means that these plants are giving fumigatory effect. So for the such kind of effect, we can have the best example as tobacco. So here the tobacco plant is coming under this family, and that is having the fumigatory effect. So what actually that fumigatory effect? If you burn that one, if you burn the leaves of this tobacco plant, that means tobacco plant leaves they are going to take and they are going to dry under the sunlight. After drying, these tobacco leaves are giving the fumigatory effect. And the meaning ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಟೊಬ್ಯಾಕೋ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ತಂಬಾಕಿನ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಿಸಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಒಣಗಿಸಿ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ತಂಬಾಕು ಸೇದೋದು. So that tobacco, it is having fumigatory effect, and that is coming in this family, Solanaceae family, right? Yes. So here till now we totally consider the major characters, vegetative characters and floral characters, floral diagram and floral formula, along with economical importance of which family? Solanaceae family. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಹೇಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅದೇ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋಗಿ 3 ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ, ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮನ್ನ ನಿಂತ್ಕೋಬೋದು, ರೈಟ್? ಎಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಗೆ ಆಯಿತು, ಮಾರ್ಫಾಲಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲವರಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಆಯಿತು, 3 ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್ ವಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್. ಎಸ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ 34 ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಿಂದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ 34 ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಮತ್ತು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಈಗ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಈ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಆಗಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ. 34 ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್, ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ದು 34 ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ let us start a very interesting chapter, that is plant kingdom. Which kingdom? Plant kingdom. So very interesting chapter that way. So the plants ವಿಧಗಳು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ, ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಸ್.